You are about to see the most epic running transformation ever. Look at the halo on my finger. Oh. So, this is before. Nice and clean. See you when I get back. Woo. And in the space of 1 second, that's a whole run done according to the internet. Ooh. Looks like a blueberry has the face of a tomato. This always happens when I run. Seems to be a bit of a genetic thing that we sweat so easily in our family. We only have to run 100 meters myself, my father and my grandfather and my sister, I think, and we just sweat. It's quite embarrassing. One thing you might not realise about YouTubers if you don't create videos yourself, like with that transformation there, I went out of the gate before I ran, but I didn't go out running straight away. I still had to come back in, turn the camera off. I had to lay the camera down because I didn't trust the wind. If I left my camera out and the wind blew it over, it probably would have broken once again, because this is a new camera after I broke my old one a few months ago. Then when I came back from my run, I came back into the garden first, had to set on my camera, then went back out the gate again and pretended that I'd just come back from my run as the camera was filming and I came through the gate. There's a lot of back and forth and toing and froing, just for dramatic effect. Plus, if we do this in public, I did it a couple of videos ago where I was on my bike. You saw the camera filming me cycle away. I had to set up the camera, cycle away, then stop, run back to get the camera. But what I always do, if I'm in a public place, is when I cycle off and have to go and get my camera again, I look confused to everyone, then go back and get my camera like I'd forgotten it was there. When I hadn't, I'd obviously planted it there. The struggles of being a YouTuber. But anyway, I hope you're all enjoying the sunshine where you are. If you're not, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And let's get on with this lean bulk full day of eating.
When it's cold outside, I've got the wonderment.
When it's hot weather and I sweat a lot, I always crave something like a Diet Coke. This is Tesco Diet Coke Cherry. It's their own version of Diet Coke. It doesn't taste the best. Hello. Come here, love. How you doing? Always wants to be on camera when it's out, don't you? Always. Mwah. I mean, the Coke still tastes good, and I only have it in very small quantities, just like that. I do have a can a day, but I have a little bit extra during the day, but in very small quantities, because otherwise I think I'll drink it like it's water. All in moderation. Before I show you my first meal, I thought I'd briefly go through how I manipulate. I did a video on this very recently, but how I change my calories ever so slightly throughout this lean bulking phase, but specifically focusing on the body recomposition side of why I slightly manipulate my calories. I want to compete in CrossFit at the top level, but I'm still very much interested in body composition and body fat percentage, how that can be manipulated through adjusting calorie intake and adjusting macronutrients. She licks her bits all the time. Ooh, not nice. Actually, before I explain, I'm going to get my first meal first, show you what consists of it, eat it, and then explain afterwards. I think it's about 22 degrees Celsius today in England, which is unheard of at this time of year, I believe. By the way, in the comment section below, can you let me know where you're watching from, your location, like your country? I can look at it on my YouTube analytics, but I'd just like to know from you guys personally out of interest, if you don't mind.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? She's less than 1 minute.
With this meal slash snack, I always show you the finished product when I've got everything ready. But instead, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you the preparation of this meal at the halfway stage. If this was a football match, we would have kicked off, done the first half. People would have gone in for their halftime oranges and just come out for the second half. And that's the, oh, hello. Hello. Well, I've seen an avocado online. Ooh. Oh, it's quite squishy. I've never seen it in the flesh. Not like this, I mean.
And you could choose one from Israel or Peru.
Oh.
Don't know what the difference is, but...
Chef's sister. Whoa.
Lol, maybe not.
What was inside this? People are like, what? Oh.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
And I see people go, what? Wait, is that? Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Wait, oh no, no. Oh, I know it's a, sorry, I know it's like a massive pip or something, but I just saw,
It's like a seed.
but it looked like there was ice on it, that was why.
Try some?
I think I've tried it before. Do you like?
Yeah.
Yeah, eat the whole thing. So I think you can peel a...
Are you scared?
I'm not scared. Just interested about consistency. Because I think because I do like guacamole. Matt, not right. I'm cleaning that. I don't care. If you... I'm so sorry. No, I'll let you have a drink.
Trying avocado for the first time in his life.
Can I seriously have half of that?
Just bite half then. Might like it.
Oh no, it's weird.
What?
Oh no, I find that weird. Oh no, I don't find that pleasant. I like guacamole, but... Nah.
Oh, I never thought through love we'd be making one assembly. And she, isn't she lovely, made from love?
I've just had staff training. That's where I have to go and train as a lifeguard once a month on top of the shifts I do, so we're trained in first aid and so they can assess we're still competent at swimming. I'm up against some competitive swimmers who swim for the local swimming club, so I'm usually left at the back. I need to improve my swimming ability a lot more. I've just come back though, and it's that time of day again where I need to feed the hound. I've taken her down the road to the green for a wee, and now it's time for her to have a chocolate. You're in the front row seat as well. Gimme. She has 8 pieces, no more, no less. That actually could be 9 to be fair. But I'm feeling generous with you today. Show them the people. Maybe I could do a series about my dog. Maybe a dog transformation. The first dog that gets ripped. So cute. Nice. I'm just about to explain how my calories change when I'm lean bulking, but just to briefly inform you, I'm proud to be working with RCR Products. They're a local company who's based in Essex and they create supplements to help athletes, or in my case somebody who wants to be an athlete, and they help athletes and potential athletes with supplementation. I'm going to be doing a full review of the supplements I use. If I'm honest, I haven't been using them recently, like I would say since January, towards the end of my degree, because I was starting to forget. But I have been experiencing a few niggles when I'm running and injuries here and there with my weight training, so I'm going to be starting to implement fish oils and multivitamins again to put myself in the best health position to protect myself from injury. I'm going to be doing a full video review on the supplements I take, why I take them, and then showing you a high protein, low calorie recipe that you can include in your diet, which tastes really good, and you can include it in a diet if you're trying to lose fat but still satisfy that sweet craving. In the meantime, if you'd like to check out their website, I always leave it in the YouTube description, and you can use this discount code which is on the screen right now, and it will also be in the YouTube description if you want to get 10% off your order when you're going through the checkout process. I would highly recommend. With my calories, I believe I started off this lean bulk around 3,300 calories. I'm not sure of the exact number, but I was implementing 100 calories every month. And what I like to do, I'm not monotonous with this, so I'm not letting it take over my lifestyle, but I track how my strength is progressing, how my physique is looking, what my body fat gain is like, and then if it's quite minimal, my strength is going up, I continue with that process of adding 100 calories. So I've been doing that since September. Then I believe I got to around 4,000 calories around the January-February time, and then I got to a physique stage where I was slightly higher body fat than I was wanting to be, as it was slightly affecting my aerobic performance in regards to running 10Ks, because I'm into doing that. I'm very much into improving your cardiovascular endurance in regards to health, and because I'm interested in the performance, as well as improving my strength. And I do believe that improving your cardiovascular endurance will help with strength training in the long run. They both work with each other hand in hand. And now I've been slowly taking away calories from my diet, so I do the same process of around 100 a month, but very recently I've only been doing, and when I say 100 a month, I take away 100 calories per day from my diet within each month. So if I was on 3,700 calories a day, I drop that down to 3,600 calories a day for the next month. But recently I've only actually been doing about 50 calories per day, and I've been taking it away from more high calorie foods such as chocolate. So I've only been taking a tiny bit food volume wise away from my diet per day, so it's been pretty unnoticeable, but I have found my physique has slightly improved and I've still been able to gain strength. The key message from this is to not make drastic changes, and when somebody says when you should start off a weight loss diet that you need to find your maintenance calories and then drop that by 500, what I would recommend, if you're in a bulking stage, the calories you're on, take away around 250, see how your body reacts by eating that amount of calories for a week, and then start slowly taking calories away and do a slightly larger calorie drop if you find you're still gaining weight. I'm more about, rather than dropping weight and gaining weight, change your calories in regards to changing your body composition. It's called body recomposition, but you're very much focused on performance and you're not making drastic changes with your calories. I hope that makes sense, because I'm very interested in this and sometimes I can just waffle on about this topic for a very long time. If you're liking this video away, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that like thumbs up symbol, because it doesn't take a second and it helps me out. I appreciate it.
There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul.
For all you food ninjas out there, this is what I'm having for my dinner, and I'm having to whisper because I'm pointing at the time. It's 20 to 1 in the morning and all of my family have gone to bed. Down here I have got 230 grams of white potato and then 240 grams of a mixture of carrots, green beans and broccoli. Over here I'm going to weigh out 140 grams of cooked chicken breast, and it's been topped off with just mixed herbs, I believe, and I might add some garlic salt to that. It might already have garlic salt on top of the chicken already, so when I put it in the microwave for about 10 minutes, I'm going to top the whole meal off with reduced sugar and salt tomato ketchup. I've got something that we call in our family crazy salt, because it's like a healthy version of salt. The average adult should get approximately 6 grams of salt as the upper limit of salt per day. I'm not saying you should aim to get 6 grams of salt, I'm saying that you should not exceed 6 grams of salt. But this salt contains celery, leek, cress, onion, chives, parsley, lovage, garlic, as well as sea salt. You're essentially getting 1 of your 5 a day. So with the reduced sugar and salt tomato ketchup, I'm going to also add the crazy salt as well as some white pepper on top of that. And with the 140 grams of chicken breast on top of this, it's going to be a 530 calorie meal. Then I've got one more thing to show you after that.
There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight from my soul. I think a fall angel just walked by. I think a fall angel just walked by. I think a fall angel just walked by.